Hey Virgo, welcome to the Jezebel Way Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing your second half love and separation for the month of October. I wanted to say thank you for the 22,000 views for your first half love and separation. I surely appreciate that. Subscribers, thanks you guys for all your support. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. And if it wasn't for you guys, this channel wouldn't be as successful as it is. So just keep that in mind. Thank you so very much. Cross watchers, come on in. Let's see if we can get Virgo a good read. We have a couple of things happening this month. Of course, the 23rd of October is the introduction of Scorpio season. Woo, woo. And that's going to be a lot of revelation, a lot of, deep emotions and things like that. On the 27th is a new moon in Scorpio. That's going to be new beginnings. But on the 31st, Mercury goes retrograde in Scorpio. So don't try to do anything very important on that day. Just go trick-or-treating or do your celebrations or whatever, but don't try to make any hardcore decisions on that day. So let's see if we can give Virgo a good read. Don't know, y'all. Virgo, it looks like you're going to be walking away from a liar. You're going to be walking away from a deceiver. There's going to be a little bit of conflict, and you're just going to choose to take the high road and walk away. It looks like perhaps you were holding on to something that it was time to let go of, and you're finally going to let that go in the second half. So let's see what the cards have to say, if they behave themselves. All right, bottom of the deck, we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have the Devil. This is Capricorn in particular. There's some sort of element of control, toxicity, carnality, perhaps. If you're new to the channel, one for you, one for your partner. Your blocks, their blocks, the blocks between. How do they feel about you, and what's the potential final outcome? And again, if you need to switch these energies, go right ahead. Hard at work, Virgo. Dedication is what I see here. Building for the future, teaching. Maybe there's someone who's learning by example here, Virgo. The partner has the Two of Cups, coming together in love. Could be dealing with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Making a conscientious effort to come together in love. I'm also getting Aquarian energy from this. A partnership. Okay. Let's see what your blocks are. Looks like you're trying to be devoted and dedicated to working through something. Your partner wants to come together in love. There's an element of control and toxicity here. And your blocks, Virgo, there's not enough equal give and take in this situation. There's a lot of anxiety, a lot of sword action. A lot of mind games, perhaps. Those are your blocks. You're not clear about the path forward here. And I think you're feeling like somebody is controlling you. Or maybe you're trying to work out some control issues of your own. See what your partner's blocks are. Your partner wants to move forward in relationship with you, but they don't feel like there's a lot of control in this situation. They don't have any control here. And they feel like that's a little bit deceptive, Virgo, which isn't usually your MO, you know what I mean? So your partner doesn't feel like they're in control. Basically, bottom line. They're not sure if they're able to move forward because they don't feel like they're in control of themselves. See what the blocks between the two of you are. Okay, relationship wants to come out. This is a blast from the past. Okay, somebody has become illuminated on a lover from the past. soulmate energy. Perhaps the two of you were together before for some of you. Perhaps somebody is still in love with someone else here. And it looks like there's a great deal of confusion in this situation. And it's a fantasy, it's a phantom confusion, if you can see that. Looks like somebody's reemerged. Okay, somebody's reemerged in this situation, and it's preventing the two of you from coming together. So let's see. Maybe there's old resentments coming to the forefront. Your partner wants communication. Yeah. Your partner feels like you're pulling away from them, Virgo. They want to communicate to you an offer of love, but they feel like you're walking away from this situation to regain some balance. So, Virgo, you could be taking a break from this position because there's some unfinished business here. Yeah. This is an unfinished relationship. Somebody's come back from the past, Virgo. Somebody that you were involved with. It was a toxic situation. They're coming to bring you an apology. But what they're doing is re-triggering you. And they're making you think about the past. They're making you think about love lost and the control and all of the negativity that was involved in this situation. It was something that you were very dedicated to also. Something that you were like willing to go hard for. This is an old partner, Virgo, for you. Somebody that you were very dedicated to. Somebody who you were with earlier in your life, perhaps. Excuse me. Somebody you were with earlier in your life. You're at a different station in your life. You've leveled up in your life. When you knew this partner from the past, you weren't in the position that you are now. You were working toward this position, but you weren't there yet. And they're wreaking havoc on you is what's happening. And they feel like they've lost something. Their intentions of coming back, though, are not... You're not settling with it very well. You're defensive. They're trying to... Oh. Yeah. Virgo, they're hoping that you'll make an offer to them. They'll make an offer to you. Virgo, this is a person who was in your life previous. This is a person who, when you were younger, you were totally in love with. This person deceived you. You thought this was a soulmate. You thought this was going to result in marriage relationship. This person's intentions weren't good. All they wanted to do was control the situation. They wanted to take from you. Take. This is a taker. They're coming back under the disguise that they've changed. They've healed. But they haven't. A leopard doesn't change his spots, Virgo. Let's see what a potential final outcome. For some of you, it could be they were in control. They were out of control of their life when they knew you. Okay, I'm getting a lot of different messages here, so I'm having a hard time sorting them out. This person was not in control of themselves when you knew them. You were not in a station that you are in now. You've matured. You've leveled up. This person's coming back to you to apologize for the way that they treated you in this relationship, with the hope that you've healed and they've healed so that you can come together in love relationship. But they're still defensive about something. And all that this is doing is creating sort of a triggering. You're being triggered and remembering about how unfair this situation was. You're getting anxiety about it. You're remembering the betrayal. And it's causing a lot of confusion here. I think that you will come to a moment, though, in which you're like, aha, I've outgrown this. I've outgrown this idea of this relationship. I've been holding on to this idea this whole time. I've outgrown this. Potential final outcome for this situation is that person is coming back from the past. Person wants to rekindle an old flame. You're putting the brakes on and you're saying, not so fast. I'm abundant in my own right, and I know what I want. I know who I am now. And you're going to be absolutely walking away from this situation. Some of you could be dealing with water. I've got fire, Aries, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sagittarius. You're walking away because you outgrew this situation. You're taking the apology and you're walking away and you're closing out cycles. So definitely a blast from the past. But you're kind of not in the mood for it, Virgo. Bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess. So you know in your heart of hearts that this was a moment in time. It's time to let it go. This person hasn't really changed in the period of time in which you've been apart. They've not really changed. But they are coming back to rekindle an old flame. You, of course, have decisions to make. You have free will. You can go about this any way you want to. But I think you've outgrown this old flame. And I think that you have leveled up. You're in control of your life. They're re-triggering you and creating havoc and making you feel unbalanced again, just like they did way back when. Okay? So nothing has really changed in this situation. And you're going to be walking away, Virgo, toward your own abundance and your own right. Whew. So that was kind of a heavy one. But let's get, and you know that this is what they're doing, and you're waiting for them to lower the boom. So let's get a couple of oracles on it. They want to rekindle this situation. Kyanite, make time for self-care. Taking care of yourself is essential right now because you're being triggered with all these swords. All this sword energy is re-triggering you. It's time to take care of yourself and think of yourself in this situation. They're throwing you off balance pretty hardcore. And you're at a stage where you're not going to fall for it again. Let's just put it that way. You're not going to fall for it again. Hope. I think you had hope that this person would come back to you eventually, but when they came back, you were kind of like, the fantasy was better than the reality. You're having emotional withdrawal issues right now because this person's triggering you. It's time for you to close out that cycle and focus on your own foundation. You know better. You know better, I think. So let's get one more on it and call it good. They want to rekindle this. I think you did want to rekindle this in a way too. But also I think you know, once they're standing in front of you, you're kind of like, what was all the fuss about? You know, because you've changed, you've grown. And you're not in this position anymore. And this person's trying to worm their way back in, thinking that you're the same old person. And you're not. And it's not going to work. You're going to walk away. To be fair, 3 and 8, 11. So, this is time for you to focus on your own messages, your own messages from spirit, your own downloads, your own path. Chaos and conflict is what's happening right now for you in this situation because they're re-triggering you, because they know you enough, well enough, to know what buttons to push. And they're pushing them. Your abundance will return to the fates. So this is basically, the universe is guiding you, guiding this person back into your world, because there's something that you need to close out. There's a lesson that you need to learn. You're being triggered for a reason. So Virgo, take it for what it's worth. Understand that you've leveled up. Understand that this person is never going to change. There's always going to be toxicity in this relationship. You have to make the decision to choose yourself, Virgo, this time around. So I'll see you guys at the end of the month for November's love and separation.